Good morning, class. How are you? I hope you're fine. I hope you're staying at home, staying safe, washing your hands as many times as you can, and observing the social distance as the Ministry of Health is advising us. It has been long since I saw you or since you saw me, but for you, you have an opportunity now to see me through this video. But for me, I can't see you for now, but I'll be patient enough because I know this will be over soon and we will see each other soonest. Now, welcome to our business lesson, and I'll start by reviewing what Mr. Mboya talked about in the previous lesson. He introduced a topic about cooperative. He explained the types of cooperative societies. He explained the three of them, and I'll just go through them very fast. He said a cooperative is formed by a group of people who come together with the name of achieving a common objective. He started with the producers. The producers' cooperative societies are formed by people who are engaged in production occupation. Their main aim is to sell their produce as a group so that they can be able to get the best price in the market. And then there is the consumers' cooperative society that is formed by people who aim at buying things jointly as a group. When you buy things as a group, you're buying it in large numbers, and that gives you an opportunity of enjoying the discount that someone who is buying as a single person may not. Now, and then we have the SACCO, that is the Savings and Credit Cooperative Society. These are formed by people who aim at saving part of their income with an aim or with a view of taking a loan in future. Someone may ask, why would you want to join a cooperative society? And the aim, to be specific, the Savings and Credit Cooperative Society, with the name of taking a loan. Whereas you can go in a commercial bank and take a loan as well. But the answer is, in cooperative societies, the SACCO, the interest rate is lower compared to that in a commercial bank. So that encourages people to join or to form those SACCOs so that you can enjoy the lower interest rates. Now, one thing I want to make clear here is when you're forming a cooperative society, you're not forming so that you can make profit. The main aim of a cooperative society is not making profit, but it is to the main aim is to serve the interests of the members without necessarily making profit. Okay, you do make profit, but the main aim is not to make that profit. The main aim of starting any cooperative society is to serve the interest of the members. I hope that is clear. Now, today I want us now to discuss the notes that I sent in our previous lesson, and we'll start by asking ourselves who own a cooperative society. Okay, a cooperative society is owned by members. A cooperative society is owned by members. These members should be, there's no maximum, but there is a minimum of 10 people. Remember, let me take you back a little. When we were talking about sole proprietorship, we said sole proprietor owns a sole proprietorship. We said partners own a partnership. We said a sole proprietorship is only owned by one person. Then a partnership is owned by a minimum of 2 and a maximum of 20 people. Now, what about a cooperative society? A cooperative society is owned by members, and they should be at least 10, a minimum of 10, but there is no maximum. You can be as many as possible as you can, but the minimum is 10. So A cooperative society is not owned by a sole proprietor. It is not owned by by partners, but it is owned by members. I hope I'm clear. Okay, membership in a cooperative society is open and voluntary. Open means anyone is allowed to join a cooperative society as long as you are over 18 years. You're free to join any cooperative society. And again, as long as all of you have a common interest or you have a common objective, you're free to join a cooperative society as long as you have a common objective. For example, you could be a farmer. You want to join a producers cooperative society so that you can be able to sell your goods or your produce easily. Your best cooperative society to join there is a producers cooperative society. It is not a savings and credit cooperative society, because your aim as a farmer is not the same as an aim of someone who is in a savings and credit cooperative society. So you must know what's your objective, you must know what's your interest, and then you join a cooperative society that has such an interest or such an objective. Then we say that membership is voluntary. Voluntary means no one is forced to join a cooperative society. It is out of one's will. You want to join a cooperative society, it is open for you, you can join. If you don't feel like, no one can force you to be in a cooperative society. So membership in a cooperative society is open and voluntary. When you want to leave a cooperative society, still it's open. You can just leave a cooperative society anytime that you want if you feel your interests are no longer being served. Now, in a cooperative society, there is a democratic administration. Each member has one vote. The cooperative society operates on the principle of one man, one vote. Each member in a cooperative society has only one vote, regardless of how many shares you have, or regardless of how many savings you have in that circle, regardless of how many goods you have sold through a producers cooperative society, regardless of how many things you've bought through a consumer cooperative society. So each member in a cooperative society has only one vote, regardless of who you are, regardless of how many things you have in that cooperative society. One man, one vote. Now that we are talking of voting, someone may ask, why are you talking of a vote in a cooperative society? Who runs a cooperative society? A cooperative society is run by a managing committee that is elected by the members. A cooperative society is run by a managing committee that is elected by the members. Now that is where now the voting comes in. You vote in as the members, you vote in the committee members that you want. You remember, a cooperative society can have many members. All of you cannot run the activities of that of a cooperative society. So for easy running or for a smooth running of the cooperative society, you elect a few people, mostly 9 members, who manage the business on your behalf, who manage the cooperative society on your behalf. Now, when it goes to voting, you only vote once. It doesn't mean because you're in a producers cooperative society and you've sold 1,000 kgs of coffee, and there's someone else who have sold only 100 kgs, you vote 1,000 times, or you vote many times than these others who have less produce? No. All of you, regardless of who you are, regardless of what you have, you only vote once. Now, the managing committee now elects the executive committee, which comprises of the chairman, the secretary, and the treasurer. All these people, the three of them, they run the business, or they can sign any contracts or any deals of the cooperative society on behalf of the members. Now, if you're an elected committee member and you do not serve the people or the members the way they expect you to serve them, you can be voted out during an AGM. It's known as annual general meeting. If they elected you to be their chairperson and you have not served them well the way they feel they wanted you to, they can vote you out. This means if one person is not comfortable with the chairperson, he or she cannot say that now so-and-so is no longer our chairperson, or so-and-so is no longer our treasurer. If many people think that a certain person is not supposed to be a member of the committee, then the majority wins, and it is through voting. So that is where voting comes in. I hope we are on one page now. We've talked of who owns a cooperative society, the membership of a cooperative society, and who runs a cooperative society. Now let's move on to formation of cooperative societies. Now, cooperative societies can only be formed by people who are over 18 years of age, regardless of their social, political, or economical background. And then at least 10 people should be there for you to start a cooperative society. But remember, we've said there is no maximum. So what are you supposed to do? You give details of what you want to do in that cooperative society, the area of operation, the rules and regulations, and all that stuff. When you complete giving those details, you submit it to the Ministry of Industry, Trade and Cooperatives. If they are satisfied, if the ministry is satisfied with all the information you've given, then it issues you with a certificate of registration. Meaning, a cooperative society cannot start its operation without the certificate of registration. Now, let's move on to levels of cooperative societies. We have two levels of cooperative societies. We have primary cooperative society, and the second level is the secondary cooperative society. Now, what are primary cooperative societies? Primary cooperative societies are formed by individuals. They are formed by individuals who are actually the actual producers, or the consumers, or the actual savers, according to each cooperative, to each type of cooperative society you have joined. So primary cooperative societies mostly are formed at lower levels, like in the villages or the districts, the lower levels. And then we have the secondary cooperative societies. These are formed by several primary cooperative societies. They are also known as unions. It's a union of one primary cooperative society and another one. They join to form a secondary cooperative society. So, for primary cooperative societies, the members are individuals. One person and another one and another one and another one. But for a secondary cooperative society, it is formed by primary cooperative society. I'll give this I'll give an example using a school. For example, a class, let me say 6 white. 6 white is formed by 34. It has 34 pupils in a class. So 6 white can be a primary cooperative society. Let's assume 6 white, all of them are farmers, coffee farmers. So they join and come up with a cooperative society. So 6 white will be a primary cooperative society, a producers cooperative society, but at a primary level, because all of them are individuals. There are 34 individuals. Now, a secondary cooperative society is like when now we have several primary cooperative society. We can have 6 white cooperative society. We can have 6 green cooperative society, 6 pink cooperative society. How many cooperatives are those? 3. 6 white, 6 green, and 6 pink. So if these cooperative societies decide to come up with now another cooperative society, which name do we give? Let's give it a name by, okay, year 6 cooperative society. So year 6 cooperative society is a secondary cooperative society because it has been formed by 3 producers cooperative society. But 6G, 6 pink, 6 white are primary cooperative societies. They are at a primary level. Then year 6 now is 1, but it is at a secondary level. I hope I've made myself clear. So we have 2 levels of cooperative societies. We have the primary level and then we have the secondary level. Primary level is composed of individuals, the actual people, and then secondary is made up of several primary cooperative societies. At least 2 and above can join and form a secondary now cooperative society. I hope I've explained properly and you've understood. Now that's the end of our lesson today. In the next video, we are going to discuss the sources of funds for cooperative society. We are also going to discuss the problems a cooperative society faces or can face, and then we are also going to look at how the government has tried to solve those problems for the cooperative societies. So today we've discussed a lot. I would advise you go through Mr. Mboya's video. Go through this video again so that you can get the flow of the topic. I would also advise you go through your activity book. There are more examples and more explanations there. Go through them. Listen to the video again and again. Read those notes in your exercise book, in your activity book, and I think at the end of it all, you will have understood and everything will be okay. So for now, see you next time. Bye.